Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the routine weekly briefing for Central North Carolina, covering the period from today, December 22nd, through Sunday, December 28th. This is meteorologist James Danko here with the National Weather Service in Raleigh. Let's go ahead and get started. So, looking at first today and tomorrow, high pressure will bring dry conditions to the area. The one exception to that might be just some patchy light rain or sprinkles across the far north late tonight and tomorrow morning. But it would be very light and no impacts are expected. And today will be the last relatively cool day across the area, with highs in the upper 40s to mid 50s. And then after that, we really warm up, and that warm up continues through really the end of the period. So we'll be pretty mild for your Christmas plans. Looking at tomorrow, highs will be generally in the upper 50s to low 60s. With a warm frontal passage, then temperatures get even warmer on Wednesday, and that continues through the weekend. Highs generally in the mid 60s to lower 70s. And the only other possible precipitation this week is maybe some light rain across the far north on Thursday morning, and again on Friday morning afternoon as a couple of weak upper disturbances pass to our north. But again, not really expecting any hazards or impacts from that. Otherwise, the next chance of rain is with a cold front on Sunday and Sunday night. But confidence is pretty low on amounts at this time. The models differ on how much rain we're really going to end up receiving. The European shows a deeper trough and wetter solution compared to the GFS model. So stay tuned for that. Looking at accumulated precipitation forecasts through the next 5 days, not expecting any precipitation really. This is from the Weather Prediction Center. Again, can't rule out something across the far north tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. But these amounts would be very limited, if anything, and may not even be measurable. No excessive rainfall or flash flooding the next few days, and no severe thunderstorms either. Looking at the North Carolina drought update, now this was from last week and for the assessment period ending last Tuesday. So moderate drought, or D1, expanded across western parts of the state, foothills and mountains last week, with just very little rain there, and no soaking rain since late October. So stream flows continue to decline out there. And now much of the state is in a moderate drought. The central and eastern parts didn't change much, but they already were in a moderate drought and continue to be. So now more than half the state, 58%, is in a moderate drought. All right, looking at the 8 to 14-day outlook, this is valid from December 29th to January 4th. You can see that Central North Carolina has a 40 to 50% chance of above normal temperatures, so increased chances of warmer conditions continuing through that period. And also looking at slightly increased chances of drier than normal conditions. And for reference, average highs that time of year are in the upper 40s to mid 50s across the area, with lows in the low to mid 30s. And looking at hazards, potential hazards, very quiet across the area for the next week. The only hazard that is even highlighted right now in our graphical hazardous weather outlook is tomorrow. Limited threat of wind. Winds could gust 20 to 30 miles an hour in the afternoon. So to summarize the weather for the next week, dry conditions today, tomorrow, with high pressure in control, except again, just maybe some very patchy light rain or sprinkles late tonight and tomorrow morning across the far north. Today will be the last below normal, have slightly below normal temperatures, with highs in the upper 40s to mid 50s, and then lows tonight getting to the low to mid 30s. Then a warm front brings above normal temperatures that last through the rest of the period. Generally highs in the 60s to low 70s, and lows mainly in the 40s, maybe even low 50s across the far south. And then we turn, looks like sharply colder behind the cold frontal passage on Sunday night. There could be some rain with that, but confidence is low on amounts, with models differing at this time. And otherwise, just again, some very light rain possible across the far north on Thursday morning, and again on Friday morning and afternoon. The only hazard impact possible, again, is just gusty winds of 20 to 30 miles an hour tomorrow. All right, that concludes the routine weekly briefing for Central North Carolina. I should note that normally we have another briefing on Thursday, but that will not be happening this week because of Christmas. So we will be doing that on Friday instead. All right, thanks for listening.